Before we start this video, I do not know if anything within the trial of one will change, but if it does, this video was made on the date. Just look at the description, and if it does update or change, that means this video is outdated, or at least some of it might be outdated. But yeah, I'm making a trial of one series showing you how to defeat or pass each phase relatively smoothly with some tips and tricks within trial of one. But before we get into that, make sure you guys do subscribe. You guys know the drill. If you want to see more of this content, subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss a video. And let's get into the trial of one guide. The parry check is very simple, but some people always have a hard time doing the parry check. The reason simply is because of lag. You don't want to have lag at all when doing this parry check because it'll make it, first of all, unbearable, and it'll become nearly impossible to use parry balls. Some glitches include the balls falling into the floor but still hitting you, and the balls coming at you faster than expected. The whole ball. With the Megalodon, you want to make sure that you get 2 M1s in the beginning if possible, and immediately parry its 2 swipe attack. Its 2 swipe attack is basically guaranteed when it spawns, and you want to make sure that when it shows its red light about to kick, you dodge. Now, this will actually be hard to adjust to. It actually took me a while to adjust to its red kick, meaning dodge, because beforehand I was more used to parrying than actually rolling. But you want to make sure you practice on your dodging, rolling, and parrying so that you can master the Megalodon and it'll be a breeze to go through. The Golem is actually pretty tricky to fight, and the reason why is because he has the most chain of attacks. He has the most different attacks, and when he spawns, he's going to use one of his moves that can be parried. So make sure you do parry that. He's going to use it basically guaranteed each time he spawns, and after that he'll start using his beam. Now you can get an amount of 4 hits in before the beam actually goes off, and then slide jump between his legs. He will not turn around and hit you with the beam. It's way more reliable than having to run around from the beam. But the thing you will have to run around from is his arm spin. Now that is really hard to get away from, and parrying it is not a good idea. The only thing you can't actually parry with his actual 3 moves, his M2 is basically an arm swing that block breaks you if you block it or if it tried to parry it. So make sure that you apply all of these tips and you should easily be defeating the Golem. You can get about 4 hits in when he's charging his beam up, and you can get 3 hits in between his M1 animations. With the Thresher, you want to make sure that your parrying is on point. Its biting parrying is one of the most hardest things to parry in the trial of one. The reason why is because it looks like it's parrying slower than it actually is, but it's actually at the same rhythm as the first bite. Its underground attack, once it burrows into the ground and comes back out, you want to wait after 2 flashes before rolling, or you want to wait 2 flash, and then once you see the other red flash, you want to roll immediately. If you miss this, you can easily be ragdolled for the amount of time the Croco needs to ramp up another animation. You want to parry its 2 hand swipes at the same pace of the first one, and you want to roll the tail swipe, because trying to parry that is not impossible, but it'll deal you a bunch of damage if you miss the parry. You also want to take your time with this mob, just like you want to do with every other mob, and if you follow the tips and rhythm, you'll definitely defeat the Sharko within an amount of time. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and share with whoever needs the tips and tricks. Make sure you also turn the notification bell on, and have a nice day guys, and see you guys within the next video.